great.
It is.
Yeah, very much needed,
Oh,
unfortunately.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Have you spent much time? I spent a lot of time out there in Northern
My
California.
grandparents used to live in Fresno, so I was out there as a kid a lot.
And it's so dry, and the wind conditions are so unpredictable.
And this is the time of year when the Santa Ana winds get cranked up, and it's still going to be a problem. Take a look at kind of the big picture pattern here. It's a stuck weather pattern. There's an area of high pressure offshore, and we use that phrase all the time. Nobody knows what it means except meteorologists. It just means calm weather, and everything rotates clockwise around an area of high pressure. So that means onshore flow in the Pacific Northwest. You push that air up the mountains, it's going to squeeze out some moisture. So they're going to get some heavy rain and mountain snow in the Pacific Northwest. They're used to that, not really a big deal. Where the return flow happens, where it's kind of making that pivot around clockwise, it's offshore flow. It's going downhill out of the mountains in California. Downhill winds, they dry out and they warm up. It's what we call katabatic winds. Very dry, less than 10% humidity and gusty conditions as well. And this is going to be the case through early next week. So still big problems in California. Good news is the crews were able to get a handle on some of those fires. The bad news is they're still going to have some adverse conditions to deal with. Hopefully those fires don't start to spread out again as we head through the weekend into early next week. Looking outside around here, we're looking at great weather this evening. Clear skies overhead, temperatures beginning to cool off just a little bit, but it's still very nice outside. 75 degrees as of 6 o'clock in Nashville. Once we get the 7 o'clock update, we're going to be right around 70. Down to 66 degrees in Paris and Murray, Kentucky already, 68 in Columbia and in Tullahoma. Our temperatures will continue dropping off. We showed you the football forecast a little earlier. By the time you're back home from that, temperatures will be down to the mid-60s by 10 o'clock. Not dropping too far from there as winds turn out of the southeast. Some locally dense fog possible tomorrow morning because it's not going to be that windy. Temperatures only in the upper 50s to start the day, and then we warm up quickly. That fog will not last nearly as long as it did today. We're going to make it up to 81 degrees already by noon and 86 for high temperature Saturday afternoon with increasing humidity. Not a return to the dreadful conditions earlier this week, but 86 degrees with a little bit of mugginess. Yeah, it feels more like early September rather than mid-October. Tomorrow's record high is 89 degrees, so we'll be close to it, but I think that's going to remain safe. You're going to be hitting the road tomorrow morning to watch the Vols take on South Carolina. Game time temperature is going to be in the mid-70s. If you're getting out there real early, sun comes up at 7:42, so I guess that's the point at which you can officially kick off the tailgating if that's on your agenda. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-70s to start the game, which is noon Eastern time, up to around 80 degrees for high temperatures throughout the game. Transition day is on Sunday. Saturday night, we'll just see a gradual increase in cloud cover, but showers beginning to approach us from the northwest already by early Sunday morning. The timing on this is still a little up in the air, so check back with us tomorrow for some updates on the specific timing of the best rain chance, which I think is going to be late morning into early afternoon, and then that pushes pretty quickly off to the southeast. Once that system moves through, we're going to see a big change in our temperatures as we head into early next week, but it's not going to last real long. A real taste of fall on the way for Monday and Tuesday. That's pretty much it for the fall-like air. After we start off in the upper 40s Wednesday morning, we warm all the way up to the mid-70s, and we're going to keep warming up from there. Temperatures are going to climb up into the upper 70s on Thursday, around 80 degrees for high temperatures on Friday. We're in the back half of October by that point. We're still going to be talking about temperatures around 80 degrees for highs in the afternoon. Unusual to say the least, but this is likely at this point. It looks like it's going to go into the record books as one of the warmest Octobers on record officially in Nashville. Chris?
All right, up next in sports, we get an update on Marcus Mariota's playing status for Monday night against the Colts. Plus,